Welcome back to Boss Crew.
What
Woo,
up, what up, what
woo.
up, party people?
Woo, woo. Party people indeed. So tonight, it was a little bit of a struggle to figure out what would be a good topic,
Yeah,
but
that was.
we landed safely and importantly on one thing that I think even Taiwo can agree that we overlook, and that's software updates.
Hmm.
When there are new updates coming out, whether it's on your phone or your computer, when you don't update it right away, yeah, I can do it over the weekend. Yeah, I can. Why do we wait? Why is it important? Let's discuss.
Well, I could tell you that most people think it's not important, and we often think that it can wait. It can wait.
Mhm. Mhm.
And as we evolve in the space of technology, all things tech, right? Um, Data, um, our ever our ever growing presence in the space of technology, AI, um, anything that you could possibly think of that we advance in, there are constantly updates being shelled out because when these systems or entities are built, they're built in mind with one, let's build it. Let's get it out as soon as possible before somebody
Mhm.
else beats it to the punch. So
Mhm.
most companies want to be the first. They want to be the
Mhm.
innovators. And this is not to say that patches are not fixed in the process, but I think everyone knows that we'll put something out and there are going to be some bugs that are present in our
Mhm.
system. And we'll fix them as they start to um, present themselves.
Mhm.
And as I was sharing with Bindi earlier before we started this is a good topic because it also leads to the discussion, excuse me, of 0 day.
Mhm.
And if you're watching this or listening to it, wherever you are, there was a Netflix special called 0 Day. Starred one of my favorite actors, Robert De Niro, was in it, and it was about a an attack in the country of America where everything shut down for approximately, I think it was a couple of minutes,
Mhm.
less than 5 minutes. I believe it was seven
Mhm.
minutes, I think it was in the movie.
Mhm.
And I mean, everything, anything that was connected was shut down. We talking about uh, no airplanes didn't know when planes were coming in. They couldn't tell what trains were running on what tracks. The banks froze. Um, um, so that was a 0 day attack. And what that is that that's an attack where the company hasn't discovered any patches that needed to get found or corrected, and then all of a sudden it's a major glitch, a major hiccup
Mhm.
that disrupts the whole matrix. I like that. I like how I just kind of threw that in the whole matrix. Yeah,
The
that's what
Matrix.
it
Yeah.
that's what it does.
Yeah.
It
It does.
disrupts the entire matrix and it throws everything off because it's this one attack that shuts everything down in the system.
Mhm.
So when we're talking about updating software, we're talking about not necessarily to that level of a 0 day, but fact that a company has discovered that there's a patch, there's a bug that needed to be corrected.
Mhm.
We fixed it. And in order for your system to continue to function and proper, you need to upload the new version. to
Mhm.
now the 2.0 version
Mhm.
or whatever it is. And if
Mhm.
you don't, you're going to have a problem, which means you don't get to call or email customer service and say, hey, this product I have in mind doesn't work.
Mhm. Yeah.
First
Yeah.
question they're gonna the help desk is gonna ask you, well, did you upload the newest version? Well, no, I
Yep.
haven't. Well, that's your problem right there. You need to upload. Well,
Right. Right.
I don't want the newest version. I want this. Well, the newest version is going to work better than the first version you got, and you
Mhm.
won't have that problem. So let me help
Mhm.
you download and upload the newest version.
Right. Yeah. And that's a big thing. I think a part of it is the compatibility with your new apps or anything that you have scheduled, simple things even. If you don't update, for example, Microsoft, well, maybe your Teams doesn't work as well anymore. Maybe you're not getting the email notifications anymore. Why? Because there was a software update that you didn't download. That compatibility now, there's a problem. There's no communication going on between the two. That includes any features that go with it. Like I said, Teams. We have Word, we have Excel. Like Microsoft has so many products I could go on for days. So these are the simple things, the performance improvement. Maybe your phone is lagging a little bit. They've put some patches in to improve the performance. Now you were back to that split second upload for everything. Um, but when you get into the nitty gritty of it, it's a security thing as well because at the underlying factor, everything is a security risk. So, if you don't update something, you risk your personal information getting exposed by a bad
Right,
actor.
right,
Now, security isn't just, oh, I've downloaded the software, I clicked update everything and we're good. No. You also have to do that reboot, whether it's your computer or your phone, because it's not complete until you do the reboot. I know it's a pain, it's going to take a whole 5 minutes. Oh my god. But it's not complete until you reboot. So don't say, oh, I'll do it after, or I'll do it at the end of the day, because the end of the day, you forget. You're ready to get out, clock out, go have dinner with the family, you've got baseball practice, etc., etc. And now you've forgotten it, it's a week later, and you still haven't rebooted your computer.
right.
Again, if it's a work computer, you've now not only your work, but your whole company's work is now at the risk of being exposed. If it's your personal computer, now if you think about half the things you're doing on your personal computer, well, now you risk that getting exposed.
Mm,
There was a few stories a while back about um, some software updates that needed to be done for many companies, not just Microsoft, because there were little bugs, that were being found, and that little bug can lead to a big issue. That's what it
right,
comes down to. It may
right.
seem trivial now. Oh, 5 minutes. Well, 5 minutes can mean $5 million. Or if you've got $5,000 in your account, it could mean 5,050. It could mean your entire credit score. It could mean your entire company's name. Because once you get a bad rep, I mean, trust is hard to build as it is, but it's easy to lose.
Oh yeah,
So
oh yeah.
these are just basic like overview reasons why software updates are important. Um, like Tyler said, the 0 day. It these these things can be avoided if you're following the protocol. And I know a lot of companies now are starting to see how important cybersecurity is. And if you work for a company who has not had that awakening yet, they might fall into that matrix. And you can save them if you get the proper help from a company that can help you look at what you need to fix. You can outsource consultants or you can hire somebody that has the expertise, whichever way. But the only way to protect yourself in a personal view is to make sure you do the updates and don't skip that reboot. Just do it. Do it while it's there. Just do it. Just do it. Like Nike says, just do it.
Do it.
Just do it, okay? And if it's for your company, again, just do it. You're going to save everybody so much time. And you'll have the peace of mind knowing that you did everything you could. If, God forbid, something happens, but you'll be
Yeah,
kicking yourself in the butt if you don't. Let me tell you
but
that
the
now.
and if I could just add, as I said,
Yeah.
as we are evolving into a space of all things becoming technical,
Mhm.
your car, right? Um,
Mhm.
you take your car in and the mechanic is hooking it up to the system and it's usually some sort of update. And sometimes nowadays it's something that's more of as a lot of them say, you bring your car in and that update is just a matter of them hooking your car up and them running it. And then it's a software update
Mhm.
that is maybe the reason why your car might just be downshifting every time. Right? And you
Yeah.
think it is
Yeah.
something else. And it's like, no, I said,
Yeah.
because all these cars now have computers built into them, these
Mhm.
sensors, they become very sensitive and
Mhm.
things have to be updated. They have to
Mhm.
be updated so that your car is not downshifting and that the companies
Mhm.
can get a read on when something is not working with your car. I know with my car, I get that a lot. I get certain codes that'll pop up and it's like, okay, I gotta take it in. And they say, yeah, that was a patch that needed to be updated, but we
Mhm.
took care of it for you. Cost you
Yeah.
nothing, and it's
Yeah.
done. So
Yeah.
again,
Or
that just kind
recall,
of
they call it, right? A
recall,
recall.
a recall.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So
Yes.
that kind of just speaks
Yep.
to the importance of software update and why it's important because again, this has become a way of life now. And
Mhm.
I believe that it's important that everyone just pays it more attention. Again,
Mhm.
um, we're no longer living in this space in a time where you get to sort of gloss over something and say, "Yeah, it's just not a big deal." No, it's a big deal. Everything now is a big deal when we talk about technology. Because it's a matter of you being able to do something one day and not being able to do it the next day because you did not do that update. So,
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. And I have a perfect example. So a few years ago, um I was coming back from my mom's house. I lived over in Sterling, about an hour drive from where she lives. So I'm coming back and I just took the exit. Okay, mind you, I'm on the highway, so I'm on 395, whatever. And I take the exit to get off, and my car starts going like tuk tuk tuk. I'm like, what's going on? I'm starting to okay, whatever. Let's pull to the side. Maybe my whatever. Car just needs a break. It's been on all day, running around, whatever. So I pull off to the side after taking the exit, turn the car off. Turn it off for a few minutes, I turn it back on. It won't turn.
mhm.
I'm like, what's going on? So I'm sitting there. I'm like, all right, maybe it just needs a little bit more time. Still nothing. There's no, there's no indicators, like no lights flashing. Nothing's yelling at me, beeping, whatever. Okay, well, I called AAA, got a ride home, took the car back to the house, took it into the dealership the next day. Come to find out, it was a computer error.
See,
The car thought it was on already, so it would not turn on. It was not on, but it thought it was. Connection error. It's like saying I just had some bread, but I can see it, but I haven't tasted it yet. you know? Um, but your brain thinks, oh, you've already had it because you're looking at it, you smell it, everything. Same concept. There was just a disconnect going on over in the system that did that, and I was just like, well, first of all, thank the universe I wasn't on the highway when it happened, and it was right after I took the exit, first and foremost. But secondly, it just goes to show, like, mind you, this was like at least 2018, 19, right? I'm talking about, all right? This was almost 10 years ago. This was happening. Now, with the smart cars we have out there, it's more probable for something like that to happen. Computer error. Software updates needed. If you don't do it, you risk being exposed. You risk getting hacked. These little things should not be taken lightly because there are people out there who can and will do it because they know how to. But the way you can stay safe is to keep yourself safe. Don't put yourself in the position where that can happen to you. Don't be a victim of those bad actors. Save yourself and your family and your company by something as simple as a software update. It will
Mhm.
probably take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, because by the time it updates and restarts, go
Oh,
get a snack. Go
yeah,
get some fresh air. Especially nowadays, oh my God, I feel like I need to walk away from my computer, go stand outside for a good like 10, 15 minutes, just feel the air on my skin.
right.
Just, you know, look at anything except for a screen for a change. These little things can make a huge difference. Huge difference. So
Exactly.
that's the end
That's
message
it.
is
Yeah,
just
yeah.
just
Do
just
your
click
updates,
update
people. Do your
and
updates.
restart. Update, restart. Update,
Restart.
restart. That's it. That's it. That's it. If you're gonna do it at the end of the day, that's fine. Schedule it. Cause I know like phones will let you do that. But don't wait a week after it comes out. Don't wait a month. 3 hours, 4 hours, maybe. 24 hours might be even pushing it. But out what if does the risk or the time that you have to spend behind it outweigh the risk? What do you have to lose? That's what it comes down to. Does a 15-minute update take anything away from you? Yeah, 15 minutes, but you don't have to stand there. You can walk away, go make yourself a snack, go play with the dog. I got two birds, I'll go play with them. Get some fresh air, get a smoothie, I don't know, get a coffee, anything. Don't skip on the updates and the
Updates.
restarts. That's
Yeah, I
it.
think
That's
that's
it.
it. That's
That's
it.
it. Okay, so then that is it for tonight. This is
Yes.
Boss Crew signing
Yes.
out.
Yes. Good night,
Bye.
people. Bye bye.